found an extra sock, and I'm afraid for my life. By DNA. It's been a rough couple of years for a lot of people, yet the only thing that's changed for me is that I now have a name for my way of life. Quarantine. There is something special about the number 9. It's hard to explain just how right it feels. Everything that I own is in multiple of 9. I live alone, yet I have 9 cups, 9 plates, and 9 sets of utensils. I don't like to go out much, but that's okay, since almost everything I need is right here with me, and everything else I can simply have shipped to me. See? Agoraphobia doesn't hold you back much at all in the 21st century. I have a pleasant 2-bedroom apartment all to myself, fully equipped with a stove and oven combination, a spacious refrigerator, washer, dryer, and enough room to do basic workouts to keep myself healthy. Everything's fine. Everything was fine. Something happened to me. I'm not great at asking for help, but I really need some help now. I need you to know. I need you to understand how my world is shattered apart because of this. I don't know how many days it's been. I used to carefully count them in sets of 9, but they all blur together since this happened. You see, there's this sock. I guess I should tell you about how this all started. I don't like change, but even a hopeless shut-in needs to switch it up from time to time. And oh boy did I. I came across something telling me about the wonderful soft feeling of bamboo sheets. I decided that I just had to try them out for myself. And oh boy, it was worth it. You see, people spend about 1/3 of their life in bed, so it only makes sense to treat yourself. I was so damn impressed that I went back online to see what else they make out of bamboo fibers. Before I knew it, I'd replaced all my undergarments with the sweet, smooth feel of bamboo. Hell, I even tossed out all my old clothes since they felt rough and scratchy in comparison. My whole life just got so much softer, and everything just felt good. I don't like to wait when I hear my dryer go off. That way I can go get them while they're nice and warm. So there I was, soaking up the warm, fresh smell of clean clothes, while I worked on folding them right away. First the shirts and pants to keep them nice and wrinkle-free. Then I started matching up socks. I got to the end of the basket and found a single unpaired sock. I'm sure you can understand how upsetting it is to find that you lost a sock to the sock goblin. I got up, tracing my steps back to the washer and dryer in hopes that I could find its mate before it was gone forever. Sadly, all my searching ended up with a fat goose egg. I was gonna have to throw this single sock out and order another pair of soft bamboo socks infused with copper. It was going to drive me up a wall only having 8.5 socks. Yet, there ain't much else that can be done. I would just have to make do until I can bring things back to the sweetest of all numbers. Number 9. placing my clothes away. I like to count them out, feeling a jolt of pleasure every time I ended on the number 9. Knowing how badly it would hurt when I finished putting my socks away, ended on 8.5, I chose to save them for last. I started counting, bracing myself for the pain as I got closer to the end. 6 pairs of socks. My heart is pounding in my chest. 7 pairs of socks. My hands are starting to shake. 8 pairs of socks. I feel lightheaded as I reach back down. 9 pairs of socks. Oh, relief flowed over me, giving me a sharp sense of euphoria. I looked down to see a single unmatched sock still remaining. My apartment seemed to sway from side to side. Blood felt like ice in my veins. I staggered back to sit on my bed and just look at that damn sock sitting on top of my dresser. I have 9 pairs of socks. I had to special order them. 9 pairs were shipped. 9 pairs received. This can't be real. This isn't real. Getting up, I left my room, heading into the kitchen. I turned the sink on as hot as it goes. The hotter it goes, the cleaner it makes things, Ma used to say. I put 9 small squirts of my favorite dish soap and started to clean my dishes. Everything was fine. Everything was not fine. My heart started to pound in my chest. I had to know. I needed to see for myself. I rushed back into my room, dripping soapy suds across the floor behind me like Hansel and Gretel's breadcrumbs. It was still there. 9.5 socks. I felt such rage as I looked at that damn thing. That could not be. I needed an answer. I needed to prove that this sock was not real. I went to my sock drawer and opened it up, showing 9 perfectly clean and wrapped socks. My hands dug into them, leaving little wet bubbles soaking into them as I frantically separated them into a pile of unmatched socks. Then I slowly counted each individual sock, taking extra care to make sure they were the right kind of sock, making damn sure that I didn't just miscount them the first time. That's it. I just miscounted somehow. It's gonna be fine. 19. There are still 19 damn socks. I sat on the floor, surrounded by damp, unmatched socks. Then it hit me. I just needed to rewash them. They are all covered with soap, and that'll fix them up right as rain. It feels damn good, having figured it out how to set things right again. Tossing the socks into the washer and starting it back up for the second time that day. Only then, remembering my dishes still needed finishing. The dishwater was ice cold. Hell, did it really take me that much time? Well, nothing to do about it, just gotta drain it and start over. By the time I finished with the dishes, I heard the buzzer sound telling me to toss the soaky boys from the washer into the dryer. And that's just what I did, setting the dryer cycle to 3 nines. That's 27 for all you non-counting folk. Then I sauntered off to relax with a show as I waited for them to finish up. Before the show was over, I heard that buzz telling me that the Toasty Boys were ready to come out of the dryer. There ain't nothing like feeling the warm clothes fresh out of the dryer to make you just feel good. It's like a warm embrace full of clean smells. It feels so good that I just tossed them onto the bed and laid right on top of them, soaking up all that heat. Cozy warm, soft, and sleepy. I let myself relax into it and drifted off for a bit, waking up feeling fresh and ready for anything. I felt so damn good that I even hummed a little tune to myself as I once more matched my socks up. All them good feelings flowed out of me as I held up that single extra sock. This was supposed to fix it. Okay. I'm a rational man. I need to stop acting like a damn child. This is my reality and I gotta deal with it as is. So the question is, how could I have gotten an extra sock? I looked over the order verification sent to my email, seeing that I had only ordered 3 sets of the gloriously soft bamboo socks infused with copper. Is this a threat? Did somebody break into my house to leave this? Why? What the hell do they want? Who is doing this to me? I feel it there. Always there. A dark shadow over my life. Even when I'm in the next room, I can feel its presence. Still there. The sock. It sits on top of my dresser. The sock. That sock. The sock that shouldn't be here. At night, I stand watch over it, waiting for it to explain itself. It never breaks. I peek through the curtains. I look through the curtains, but always out of sight. I'm looking for you. The one who planted this sock. The person who is out to get me. What do you want from me? I have a notepad. I have 9 notepads. I use one as I watch you. In one of my 9 notebooks, I write everything you do. It's only fair. I know you're watching me, too. How else do you know to leave me this sock? This bamboo sock infused with copper. The days mold into one another, each indistinguishable from the last. The days mold into one another, each indistinguishable from the last. Except for the constant presence of the extra sock. It's as if time itself has become irrelevant, a meaningless concept in the face of my growing obsession. The sock sits there, a symbol of chaos in my ordered world, and my thoughts spiral further out of control. Is this what you wanted? I have stopped leaving my apartment altogether now. The idea of someone entering, of someone planting that sock, it paralyzes me with fear. I can't risk it happening again. I can't face the outside world. A world where the numbers don't add up and the patterns don't hold. Yet here within these walls where I should have control, but the control is slipping away. Slipping away. My sleep is haunted by nightmares. Dreams of endless socks All mismatched, all wrong, they're smothering me, choking me, suffocating me in their suffocating softness. I wake up screaming, only to find the extra socks still there, mocking me from atop my dresser. The rest of my socks, I've hidden them away. I can't bear to look at them. I can't face the reality that their numbers are tainted. I wear shoes without socks, feeling the coldness of the floor, a constant reminder of my unraveling sanity, of my unease of knowing that you were in my house. I've started talking to the sock. I ask why it's here, what it wants from me. It never answers, of course, but that doesn't stop me. Sometimes I yell, rage against it, but it remains unmoving, indifferent to my suffering. The cameras are new. I installed them myself, one in every corner of every room. I need to see. Need to know when they come to leave another sock. To further disrupt my life, I watch the footage religiously, poring over every frame for the slightest anomaly, the tiniest clue, but there's never anything there. Just me and the sock, and the creeping dread that consumes my every waking moment. My once ordinary apartment is now cluttered with the evidence of my investigation. Stacks of notepads filled with scribbles, observations, diagrams of potential entry points, lists of suspects that don't exist. I've even contacted the company that sold me the socks countless times, demanding answers, but they listen, insisting that there's been no mistake. No additional shipments. They don't understand. They can't understand. Are they in on this? Food has become an afterthought. I eat in multiples of 9 when I remember to eat at all, but even then, that doesn't feel right anymore. Nothing feels right anymore. The pleasure of the number 9 has been corrupted, twisted into the source of pain and conflict that wars constantly inside of me. Why are you here, you goddamn sock? I can do this. I can figure it out. I can do this. Started to feel like I'm being watched at all times. I can't shake the sensation of eyes on me, judging, waiting. I cover the mirrors, close the blinds, but the feeling persists. The sock is always there, a silent sentinel, a reminder that I'm never alone, never without help, never without the sock, never safe, never with my number 9, because the sock is there to break it all. I've started to feel like I'm being watched. But, in my brilliance, I realized that I need to wear the sock. Just the one, hoping to understand its purpose, its reason for being here. Its sensation will flow through me as I tromp around the house with the sock. You know, it's like they say in war, the only thing more important and close to you than your allies is your enemy. And I wear the enemy right on my foot. On my left foot, to be precise. Because it is the sock that was left behind that shouldn't be here because it's not right. It wouldn't be right to wear it on the right foot because it's wrong. It's wrong. Yet, Even after wearing it all this time, it's just a sock. It's just a sock. It says nothing. It gives me no insight. Nights bleed into days. The extra sock has become the center of my universe. An enigma holding the answers to all that define my existence, my once precise routines that kept order to the universe, showed me that it was all a lie, having crumbled into disarray. Even my counting has lost its rhythm, its purpose. The number 9, which once brought me comfort, now taunts me with its incompleteness. In a final desperate attempt to reclaim my life, I've scattered the 9 notepads around the sock, each one filled with my diagrams and theories that lead nowhere. They form a circle, a barrier against the madness that is the sock. I foolishly hope that it just might contain the chaos that this one item of clothing has caused. I am tired. I am so tired. The effort it takes to maintain the vigilance is monumental, a weight that crushes me more with each passing second. I no longer care for food, for clothing, for cleanliness, for the outside world that continues to spin without me in it. My once orderly apartment is a labyrinth of paranoia, every corner a potential hiding place for one unseen adversary that left me this sock. The cameras, they're there. They're always running. But I've stopped checking the footage. What's the point? The sock is the only intruder here, and it remains ever silent, ever still. The bustling of the machines has become a constant drone and soundtrack to my unraveling. I've started talking to the sock more frequently, pleading with it to reveal its secrets. Please, I whisper, my voice hoarse from disuse. Whoever you are, I can't keep going on like this. My eyes bloodshot and ringed with dark circles fixated on the soft bamboo fabric. Please, just bring me the other sock. Please. Please just bring me the other sock. And I can try to like the number 10. This is my final surrender, an admission of defeat. I'm ready to abandon the number that has governed my life for so long. Ready to embrace new order, a new way of being. If only this torment can end, I can learn to like the number 10. I tell you, I tell myself, I tell you, yes, I can make it. My new favorite number. I make everything in 10s. That can be okay, right? Right? That'll work. It has to. It has to be. But there is no response. No knock at the door. No resolution. Just the ever-present silence. The oppressive solitude that's become my world. And the sock, the extra sock, the bamboo sock infused with copper. The unmatched sock that sits atop my dresser. An unwelcome monument to what's left of my breaking mind. Please. I think a mantra that cycles endlessly through my thoughts. Please, please, please. Just bring me the other sock so that this can finally end.